So that just decided to. We're going in. I guess we're going in. Thank you. Well, that was very interesting to see. This guy's probably gonna lay it.
The guards well with your punching and kicking. I was going to make more of an explodey thing, but kicking worked well too.
Who are you?
I am Kang, the man. I make things explode, and I make things fly, and I'm very good at both. The things I fly tend to survive. The things I explode, not so much.
You build flyers?
Do I build flyers? Do I build flyers? Yes. Have you heard differently? Fantastical things, but misused by Gao and his cohorts. I have saved the best for myself. My greatest invention is in the launch room upstairs. Light and fast, she has weapons and capacity no other flyer does. The marvelous Dragonfly. I am not Kang the Stupid. Eventually, Gao is going to see me as more nuisance than asset. Plus, he took my amber mosquitoes and ruined them through duplication. He doesn't understand that multiples diminish the glory of any creation, weakening them all. The marvelous Dragonfly deserves better. I'll take my chances with you. Under protest, Gao does not appreciate what I make. He misuses, and worse, he duplicates and diminishes their glory. Well, no more. The Dragonfly will not function. Gao wants to give my machine to the Lotus Assassins, but I stopped him. I hid the extraneous dust inductor. Well, no one will find it. Try to fly without that. But they can make a new inductor. It is extraneous after all. So, a few days ago, I blew up the inscrutable power source. Now the Dragonfly can only make short hops.
Will you help me against? You help me?
If you stage a combat-related accident for Gao, like falling down a flight of punches, I'll replace the inductor on the Dragonfly, and we can fly away. What do you say?
I agree.
You are sure to profit from this partnership. In fact, I've never accidentally exploded anyone traveling with me, so that alone is a benefit of my presence. Anyway, you go ahead, and once all the kicking is done, I'll come along and we'll see what's what. For now, let me think. We'll need explosives that explode.
Yes.
Questions are good. It means the wheels are turning. But make it quick. I never let asking get in the way of doing.
You sitting down
Is
now?
she one of the slaves? The slave breaker let a girl through this morning. I did not hear her name, but no one else has been brought by.
Have you seen an old man named...
Master Lee? No, I don't think so. Well, I am not so good with names. Or faces. Dates are bad too, but I remember my own handiwork. Several older flyers stopped here briefly. They were full of Lotus assassins, and one big assassin in black armor who seemed to be in charge. Very big, unpleasant look on his mask. They had a prisoner with them, or so I heard, and they all seemed nervous about it. The flyers left for the Imperial City soon after. Does that help?
That was him.
I would like to put something explodey in his food just to see if it would make him blink, because that one has dead eyes, like he's missing something.
A part of himself?
Sometimes he is here, sometimes he is not. I don't know right now which is true, but I know he is dangerous. Very dangerous. Yes, goodbye. Go and leave me to think.
I think we got everything. Oh, it's a... Level up! Balance. There.
Please don't burn me. I'll do anything you want.
I'm sure you will, child. But deep inside, you think you're not a slave. Only true pain will wash away these thoughts.
Yes, sir, by a young woman with burn marks.
You can have your slaves when they're broken, not a moment before.
Help me, please.
You wandered into the wrong room, slave.
Who said I was a slave? Hello. Never seen such violence.
Hey, I know you. Mother and I met you when we were trying to get out of Tien's Landing.
Well, does it?
I don't want to be a slave. I just want to get out of this place.
I don't care. You don't want them to. Right, run like a coward.
Uktawayir o Pafawania Sonsayir, o uno sosansi. Satha Kawayir Sonuyir Kawayir Payir,
Yeah, that's sure.
O wowo sun so anawa kawaras tata safayet.
I'm glad you're safe, Mother.
Yeah.
There was a lot of pain here. The Guardian says he can feel it soaked into the walls. I don't like it here.
Hey, you.
Did you see Gao when he went by? There was fire in his eyes.
There's always fire in his eyes. Dark magic burns inside him.
Yeah, but this time it was worse. Better stay out of his way for the next little while. Something really set him off.
Wait a minute. You there! Who are you? You can't be up here.
You must run. I can't be up here. I got most of my money back too. That's the best part about this. Worth the shot. Whoa! What is happening in here? Demons? Yeah. Demon. There's a lot of stuff here. Configuration of a horse. Okay, so what would I need that for? Nice. Scrolls. Jade Empire, Livestream, Volume 4. The Dangers of Demons. The average person is never likely to come across one of these horrific beings. Demons are some of the most dangerous and malevolent beings in all of the Jade Empire. Though some demons are not evil, they are all powerful and rarely can they be trusted. If confronted by a malicious demon, it is important to remember that they are usually immune to magic, especially the larger demons. They can successfully combat them with weapons. You can successfully combat them with weapons or martial styles. Strangely enough, on these rare occasions when demons and ghosts were seen to tangle, the strange magic used by the ghosts seem to affect these malevolent beings. Huh. Which means the magic of a ghost seems to be probably something different altogether. And that's why they can hurt demons. The history of flight. Volume 2. The first known successful flight was made by Mad Fong, though he had studied to become a scholar. Kicked out of the school for destroying one of their buildings. Based on the history of books, it is difficult to determine if Fong was a genius or insane. Either way, his techniques were original and in the end successful. Though his first several attempts were unsuccessful, he refused to give up. Despite the cost and the obvious danger to his own life, Fong persevered until he completed his first prototype flyer. The flyer didn't do much more than hop across the landscape. To start, a year later, he was able to travel for nearly a mile, crashing and ultimately dying in the process. Wow. Okay. How do I get through the door? How do I open the door, guys? I'm thinking. Okay, oh, that's it. We're in the hangar. Oh boy. Okay. What the?
That was exciting. I wonder what's inside.
That was exciting.
The Guardian doesn't like what's happened. They've brought others from outside and made them fight.
Yes. Oh no. They're making demons and
This area is forbidden. Only Gao himself is allowed to enter. You must be destroyed.
who are you?
I am Xian Shi, the great elephant demon. Gao's infernal magic summoned me and bound me here to guard this room. The penalty for all who enter is death. Gao's power compels me. I must destroy you.
You're being forced. Hey. What's in here? Now, why do I get the feeling that I was supposed to get? That's probably never. Trap. God, it's getting worse. Oh boy. Experience books. The ways of the open palm, use that. We're done in this room. Let's go. Yeah, how many do I have? Okay. How's the fox? Where's... Ah, here we are. Fox dude. Ah. Is that...
Go away, Lim. My son is dead. Leave me to my grief, or I will see that you join him.
Listen to me, Gao. Your son may not be lost forever. The Lotus Assassins have power, even over the dead.
I know all about the necromancy of the Lotus Assassins. Take your false hope and go, or I'll... Wait. You dare disturb me in my grief? I said no interruptions. You will pay for... Wait. You are not one of my servants. I know you. You are one of Master Li's students. You are the one who killed my Gao. Your words mean nothing. You're a murderer, a killer. Gao was everything to me, and now he's gone. Damn you and that school. My Gao was never good enough for Master Li. You were always his prize pupil. And now my son is...
Enough, Gao! This troublemaker has disrupted our plans from the beginning. It had to be them in the ruins, and someone aided the troublesome Lord Yun in the forest.
It is time to end your meddling.
Perhaps if I offer your head, and track down that accursed Zhu, who has been seen in the area, enough old scores will be settled to earn my life.
Wait a second. I'm sorry, but he just made things very interesting by saying that name. Now I want to bring Zhu here. Weapon master. Okay.
Let's keep things simple. If someone gets in our way, remove them.
Here, Zhu. There you are, Zhu.
Go away, Lim.
Listen.
I know. You dare to... You are...
Wanna come?
Enough, Gao! This troublemaker...
It is time...
I don't know your face, or if it might be worth anything to my masters. But you travel with the accursed Zhu, and his death may at least settle some old scores.
I had no choice. Your people...
That is your cause. I understand. But you are a fool to fight our inevitable rule. Your master will learn this, and so shall you. Enough talk! I will delay your death no longer. May your fall sate the anger of Death's Hand, will of the Emperor.
Okay, hang on. That didn't go as planned. I wanted more info! Come on, give me some lore!
Go.
You're sitting here talking about Zhu, and I'm like...
Is that what he calls himself now?
I forgot. I forgot to change him. He's like standing 2 feet from me, and you guys aren't saying anything.
If someone gets in our way, remove them.
Ask you a question.
You have attracted a very odd minion in that girl Wildflower. I sense great conflict in that one. Tread lightly. It would be a great inconvenience if we were all suddenly slaughtered. Now, what do you need of me? I've said enough for the time being. The events that surround you cause me great concern. I want to see more of what is coming before I just...
Okay.
I don't know what else I can do for you right now. If I can help you, I will. But for now... Our enemy?
Alright, let's try this again. What do you know about Sagacious?
Sagacious? Is that what you call yourself now? Hardly a worthy representation of the blood you spilled.
You do not know me, assassin.
Perhaps, but I know what you were. Not that it matters anymore. Enough talk. I will delay your death no longer.
That's all we
May
get
your
out of
foes
this
see the
information?
anger of Death's hand, will of the Emperor.
So, if I can... Come on. Hang on. No, no, we're gonna yeah.
Let's keep things simple. If someone gets in our way, remove them.
Yeah.
Remove them.
Go away, Lip.
Double saber.
Ow. Wow, it didn't even get... I want to get his abilities, but I don't know if it'll actually give me them. I want the one where he summons a dragon. That's the one I want.
Double sabers.
Okay, you take care of him.
You're going down.
Can you handle him? I guess I can't get it. Thank you. Got another piece and unlock 2 more gem slots. I was not expecting it to be 2. Gonna be honest. Nice. Exit.
Dead already. Damn it all.
Sorry.
I wanted nothing more than to watch this man die.
He's dead. What does it matter?
It matters because he deserved to die by my hands.
A lot of people.
No, that's not right. I should be thanking you. Besides, after I left you, I stumbled across something just as important. Let me explain why I'm here. That should clarify things. You saw with your own eyes that these pirates were collecting slaves, right?
Yes.
True enough. I have a particular hatred for slavers. Gao's slaving operation found its way to my home several years ago. I was away at the time, but my daughter was there. Those black-hearted bastards took my daughter, Pin Mei. They killed her for resisting them. She was my only child. I lost her mother when Pin Mei was born, but my daughter was something precious in return. The slavers offered no such consolation. It has been 3 years since I lost my daughter, and I have spent that time tracking down the men who took her. My search led me here, to the lair of Gao the Greater. His men took my daughter, and I meant to even the score. On my way up here, I stumbled across records that show that this goes beyond Gao. The Lotus Assassins are his primary buyers.
But I know what.
Is that so? There can be no doubt then. This goes beyond Gao the Greater. I have my vengeance, but how many others have suffered as I have because of the Lotus Assassins? Do you mean to go further with this? I would join you. Only a fool would oppose the Lotus Assassins, but two fools working together stand a better chance than one.
It would be good to have you along.
It'll be an honor to join you. Oh, and I stumbled across a little something on my way up here. It's probably something you need.
What is it?
Hey! That's the dust inductor I was hiding. The dragonfly can't fly without it. It was under the floorboards in my workshop last I looked. Well, next time I hide something, I'm packing explosives around.
Oh, please.
Explosives shaped like silver bananas. Stops thieves, monkeys, and monkey thieves in one fell swoop. Yeah.
In my mind, you stand the best chance of facing down Gao's masters. We also have a far greater chance of succeeding together rather than apart.
He's full of himself, but he's talented enough to be useful. Besides, his solutions seem more practical than others our little group might offer.
If you are planning to take on the servants of Death's Hand, you'll need all the help you can get.
God to whom? Glad to have you aboard.
I will be as devoted and capable as any of your other companions.
Ha! If I could harness all that hot air, I could make a furnace to power the whole of the Imperial City. Well, if you're done with all the talking, I have to go make the dragonfly ready for some flying.
Give me a moment. I gotta look around here. Good, I can look around. Good. That's a trap. And several years after Manfong's first successful flight, a skier from the south discovered the unusual device known simply as the integral power source. A few years later, scholar Xu Wen came up with the design for a flyer that used this mysterious new device. Initial attempts boarded on apocalyptic, in one case destroying half of a mountainside and the village that lay below. Several scholars tried to outlaw the use of this strange new energy source, but Xu Wen continued his experiments until at last he was successful. Unfortunately, his prototypes were too successful. Both he and the flyer took off at great speeds towards the north, and neither of them were ever seen again. Book set complete! Yeah, if you could. That's just balanced. 20 stout. Enough to get 2 here. Now I'm even more overpowered. You're not supposed to be this powered, this powerful, this early. It's just a lot of combinations of things happening in the mod at once, and I love it. Oh, it's outside. But that should be the end. Yeah. We good?
You have attracted a very...
I want to talk about what it is said to you.
That is an old wound. My departure from the Lotus Assassins was not gentle for either side. My immediate companions, those who were my brothers, fell by my hand.
Lim was not among them. He would have died if he was. I was labeled as the one who deserted, and I am occasionally recognized. The result is always the same. Another death, more blood spilled. Such a waste for a hatred they cannot even understand.
Must be difficult. Regret the deaths.
Regret? I have no regret for killing anyone who challenged me of their own will. Death is a measurable cost of your actions. Some earn it sooner than others. Strength is the way of things, and death is the end, or should be. Some do not respect either. They have enough of one to defy the other.
Why did you leave the assassin? Hate them so much.
There is a place for the enforcer, the man or woman who brings death to those who have earned or otherwise deserve it. I consider that to be an honest calling. I did some harsh things while with the Lotus Assassins, but they no longer follow a path I recognize. They are a mirror of Death's hand, and he embodies corruption. You will see as you get close to him. He draws out the worst in everyone and displays it for all to see.
I see nothing in what they do. They are all for kill.
Ignorance does not make truth go away. It only hides it. Perhaps we will talk again when I see more of where your path will lead you. For now, we should make our way to the Imperial City. That is where they took your master, and where we will find the heart of the Lotus Assassins.
I've said enough. Good.
Now we have even more people joining this party. Have more.
Excellent. I have many items just waiting for you.
I'm glad.
You've done well so far. You seem to have everything you need to get that dragonfly up into the skies again. But this quest is far from over.
What?
Let's go back to the camp at Tien's Landing. The dragonfly can take us to the Imperial City. That's where the Lotus Assassin must have taken your master.
Yeah, that's what we were doing. Well, I had to go to Tien's Landing first. Yes, it is true.
kicking and such. It really gets the blood flowing. And explosions. Lots of blood flowing from those too. I replaced the dust inductor. The marvelous dragonfly will cross the sky at your whim for a short way. The heavens welcome my machines, but not without considerable cajoling. If you want to fly more than a short distance, I will need an inscrutable power source.
I have an inscrutable power source.
What wonders cling to you, my friend? There were only 2 in this whole region, and I destroyed one so Inquisitor Lim would not make off with my marvelous dragonfly. The other was with the Lotus Assassins, but the fools only used it for demolition. Now, here you stand with it. I will put it in the dragonfly, and it will be ready to go.
Nice.
Not the ideal placement. If it shook more, the heavens might think we were afraid and take pity. This is more stable, but not as fun. Okay, she's ready to go. Hop on. I know a nice, safe landing place just outside Tien's Landing. Very unlikely we'll crash.
We'll crash. What a real.
Don't worry about that. When the marvelous dragonfly takes off, the earth shakes and the sky trembles. You can't miss it. Your friend will see us take off, and he'll head back to town on his own.
Get out of here.
Everybody on board! The marvelous dragonfly is about to take flight!
You received Shrieking Fury. Attack! Whoa. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, it's so much better now having this thing.
This new flyer seems nicer than the one we took from Gal the Lesser. Although, I'm really only judging by how shiny it is. A poor guess, I'm sure.
No, the marvelous dragonfly is superior to the amber mosquitoes I foisted on Gao. And actually, the shinier the better. The heavens like their glory reflected. A shame I can't leave it on the ground for all to see, but I'm not going through all this just to have it stripped to the frame by local brats. I'll call it back if we need it.
How do you control it?
Well, it's much like the dilemma of the centipede. If he relaxes and lets things happen, he can walk naturally all day long, his 100 legs not missing a step. But if he thinks too hard about the complexity of what he's doing, those legs might crash into the tea house and kill everyone. A valuable lesson.
I'll speak to you when I am ready to make...
Now we have everything we need to follow Master Li's captors to the Imperial City. I am eager to do so after all the resistance we've encountered.
Is there anything?
I'm not sure I can make my concerns fully understood. Our time in the ruins, the creatures we encountered, so much unrest. This was different from what I have seen before. There is pain here, but hatred too. The spirits around Two Rivers seemed aimless, lost. These are focused. I feel they would linger here, even without the support of whatever has increased the ghosts elsewhere. I suppose that is true. Left behind by their neighbors, literally to die. Could you recover from such abandonment? I'm not sure that I have. I mean, if I had suffered something like that, I'm sure it would have stayed with me. I should not feel bad about it. I was not left to die. I was sent to study at the school, probably so Master Li could deal with my sensitivities. It doesn't compare, really. These spirits, they truly suffered and have a right to turn on those who left them behind. Me? I feel like my abandonment was partially my fault. But I was 3 and I couldn't help being different. I would have tried to fit in if I had been given a chance.
I'm glad you came to the school.
I know I shouldn't. I can see the result of such pain in the poor creatures in the ruins. I do not want to suffer such anger, such bitterness.
Whoa!
It may not seem like it, but I draw great strength from you and the things you say. I am grateful for that. As always, I have much to think about after speaking with you. Perhaps we can continue this another time.
Sorry, had to move.
Be well, my friend.
I want to get stuff done here before I move on. One of the things I want to do. I have to go, first thing I need to check is we're almost done. We're almost done the chapter. Get this done and then I have to move over to Final Fantasy 14. I really don't want to get on 14, but I did promise that I would get on to do the, Can I go in here again? Please let me in. I beg of you. I guess the boathouse is closed forever. They must be really getting to know each other.
Hello, hello. Don't think I'm ungrateful for your earlier efforts. I do, however, have much to do. Was any man ever so eternally busy?
Well, still have. That's it. Guess now we just go and talk to everybody and then get out of here. Time too. Like this.
Something's on your mind?
Do you have a minute?
Of course. I was just thinking about things. Gao richly deserved his death, but I'm not sure I ever really expected it to happen.
How does that make you feel?
I feel fine, but determined. Our work isn't done, but we've taken a small step by removing that stain upon the Empire's honor.
How did you try?
Gao's slavers took my daughter, Pin Mei, and I was able to follow them. Fortunately, they didn't cover their tracks. I chased them down, trying to reach her. I was too late. Pin Mei was spirited, and I'm sure she fought them. I believe they decided she was too much trouble and killed her. 5 years old, and they ran her through. I found her dead by the roadside and stopped my pursuit. By the time I cared to continue my chase, the slavers were long gone. It's fine. Thank you for your concern, but for the most part, I've come to terms with her death. But why dwell on this? Gao is dead, and perhaps Pin Mei has found some peace. That's what really matters. That and what we still have to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
You're right, but we have to pick our time, and now isn't it. We can talk about this later.
You sure?
When you say the word, we're ready to leave. I'm looking forward to seeing the Imperial City again. I appreciated the hectic pace when I was there. When we reach the Imperial City, we'll have a whole host of new problems. You have to love a challenge. We were talking about Gao earlier, but now isn't really the time. Give me a bit to digest what's happening.
Alright.
Prosperous tidings. What can humble hope? It would seem that we at last have the means necessary to get us back to the Imperial City, and for that I should be very glad. However, I must now face the greatest trial of all. My sweet wife will no doubt be waiting for me. Soon my time with the cannibals will be nothing but a fond memory.
Tell me about the...
As I mentioned, I am but a simple bun master, with a dear wife who has turned my life into a miserable cesspool devoid of humor and excitement. Bless her soul. My wife ensures that I work very hard every day to become the best bun master in the Imperial City, perhaps the best in all the Empire. Though I was one of the most respected fighters in the Empire before I met my precious bride, she made sure that I became something more, or less.
Too bad.
Yes, well, like most things in life, we simply must work with what we've got. Life is not all bad, though. I may have lost all my dignity and self-respect, along with my ability to fight, or even make a tight fist. But I am a bun master of some renown. Oh yes, I'm very proud of that. Indeed, something very useful. Buns, that is. Everybody needs them. Oh yes, very proud.
Very proud.
Perhaps in a little while. Memories of my wife are difficult to bear, especially when she is so very far away and I may never see her again. As you wish.
Oh my god.
What? What do you want? asking me for? You've got everything you need to make that flying... I'm looking forward to getting to the Imperial City. They've got the cheapest wine and all the...
What did you do before?
Why does it matter? I was born by my mother and sucked at her teat like every man. Well, like every man does with his mother. Anyway, by the time I was old enough to swing an axe, my father was dead and my mother disowned me. Of course, killing my father might have given her reason.
What?
I think she did it out of shame. My father beat me and my brother senseless and made our lives miserable. Either way, that was the end of my childhood.
Okay.
I traveled a lot after that, begging for some things and taking the rest. Tough times, but not the worst. My axes and my wits kept me alive. You'd think a 7-year-old might be an easy target, but I soon learned just where to cut a man to make him squeal like a pig. Ah, those were the days. No, we've got better things to do right now. Maybe I'll feel like talking after... What are you asking me for? You've got...
Okay. That everyone?
The Guardian wouldn't like me talking about that. He's busy now. The other is hurting, and he's keeping him inside. All the evil that has been done makes him stronger.
Where's the other?
I shouldn't say. Just by naming him, thinking of him, it draws him closer to the surface, gives him more power. The Guardian said that in all things there is balance, and for light there is dark within each.
We've already heard about this.
The other is his darkness, for the good he has to do.
All Guardians have a light and dark side.
I can't talk about him. Already he hears me, and the Guardian is having trouble keeping him back. The Guardian is my friend. He is a part of me. But the other is a part of me, too. Sometimes they pull so hard in different ways, I can't. I try to be strong, and the Guardian gives me hope. But sometimes it's all I can do to convince me I'm still myself. Will you stay with me and keep me in myself? Thank you. I'll try not to be a bother, but the Guardian says we must stay with you. I hope you'll be
You're
my
not a
friend.
bother.
Is there anything else you wanted?
Just... She's got it the worst, I feel. Like, you can talk. You can say everything you can about everybody
People
else.
of Tian's Landing owe you a great debt. You saved their town. Master Li would be proud of you, as am I. Now we have everything we need to follow Master Li's captors to the Imperial City. I am eager to do so after all the resistance we've encountered. Beware.
Not who I was trying to talk. There we go.
You have everything you need. Just let me know when you...
Let's go.
Good. My beautiful dragonfly will finally get a real test. Let's hope those modifications hold up.
Yeah. Oh. We will do this, and then, that'll be it. Whoa. What button do I... That's flawless.
Have you seen anyone matching the description? The Lotus Assassins are getting impatient.
They were very vague and wouldn't answer my questions. Are they even sure of who they are looking for?
Does it matter? Death's Hand himself seeks this one. Do you need any more incentive than that? Just question everyone. This person apparently caused a lot of damage in the south. Here, what about this one? At least it's a man, like they said. You, identify yourself.
By order of the Emperor and the Lotus Assassins, state your name and purpose for being in the Imperial City.
Simple traveler.
We are questioning everyone who has arrived in the city recently. You bear a resemblance to someone we are looking for.
Be me.
I don't know. He is tattooed in a similar way. The clothes could be the same. It's not enough to be sure.
We could hold him anyway. It's not a good match, but the Lotus Assassins would leave us be for a few days while they question him.
Are you kidding?
Is there a problem here, Captain? Well, is there?
Oh!
No, Princess Leanne. We were questioning this traveler by order of the Lotus Assassins.
There is no need to pursue this questioning any further. You may go.
My apologies, Princess, but I was ordered to detain anyone even vaguely matching.
Captain, this man is here on a personal matter of mine that does not concern you. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Princess Leanne.
Then unless you wish to be transferred to the wall, you will leave and continue your search. Well, we meet again. I've watched your progress. It seems I underestimated you in Tian's Landing. I have no doubt that you will make as much of an impact on the Imperial City.
Oh. Forgive me. Forgive me, but I am not sure how to address you.
I understand. Our last meeting was under interesting circumstances. You may address me as Princess Leanne, the Heavenly Lily. It is, as you can see, customary to bow in my presence.
Of course. Yeah.
Somehow I did not expect you to kowtow so quickly. Or maybe I just hoped you wouldn't. I get so tired of fawning servants. That is why I often travel without official escort, and occasionally present myself as someone less bridled by the rules.
Well, now that we know that, I won't bow to you ever again.
You understand why I don't go into detail here in the street, don't you? With what I have to tell you, I don't want to lose that option of disguise.
Did we talk?
That would be best. I trust the servants I keep, but this is best discussed away from the open street. I will not speak the location aloud. Take this note. We will meet nearby, but I must have a moment to acquire more fitting attire.
Of course.
Very well. We will continue speaking later. I'm sure we both have questions that need answering. Don't be too long. My message concerns your master, and time is very important.
It would not have been proper for her to award it to you herself, but Princess Sun Lian requests that you accept this gift. She looks forward to your next meeting.
No product. Resonating crystal? Chapter 3, wherein the Imperial City is revealed. Silkfuck reveals her station, and the Lotus Assassins are infiltrated. The marvelous dragonfly bears you away from Tian's Landing towards the Imperial City. The fall of Gao the Greater and the Assassin Lim will have far-reaching consequences, and your enemy will not let your actions go unanswered. Terrible forces gather ahead, and as you draw close, they will leave their mark as surely as you have left yours. And that's it. Sadly, we can't do this one because you have to be a whatchamacallit, close fist, but that's fine. That's it for now. I have to go and get ready to do FC stuff.